Have you ever felt invisible in your own life, as if your true self was hidden beneath daily routines and forgotten dreams? Today, we step into the story of Julie, a London housewife who discovered that even the quietest lives hold powerful stories of hope, courage, and transformation. Hello, beautiful souls. I'm Aliana, your guide on this journey through stories that touch the heart and awaken the spirit. If you love stories that inspire and heal, please make sure to subscribe and tap the bell so you don't miss any new tales that speak to your soul. Now, let's begin. Julie lived in a peaceful corner of London, where the streets still echoed with whispers of the past and sunlight filtered gently through lace curtains. Her flat was small but cozy, filled with the familiar sounds of everyday life, a kettle humming softly in the morning, and the scent of tea leaves drifting like a comforting hug. Once, Julie had been a vibrant young woman working as a secretary in a bustling publishing firm. She loved the world of books, the smell of fresh paper, the quiet clatter of typewriters, and the thrill of helping authors bring their dreams to life. But when her daughter Emily was born, Julie chose to leave her job to dedicate herself to motherhood, believing it would be a brief pause in her career. Years passed, as they often do, subtly and unnoticed, and the pause stretched into a silence. Emily grew up and left for university in Scotland, leaving the home Julie had once filled with laughter quiet and still. The rhythms of days merged into each other. Laundry, cooking, dusty shelves, and long, slow walks to the market. Julie's neighbors knew her as the quiet woman with a warm smile, but inside she often felt unseen, as though her own life was a distant story told from behind a glass window. Sometimes the afternoons were the hardest. The light seemed to dim faster, and her thoughts would wander to a younger version of herself, the ambitious woman who dreamed of traveling the world and writing stories that could change hearts. Was she still that person, or had she vanished beneath the weight of years spent caring for others? One rainy Wednesday, while searching the loft for old winter clothes, Julie stumbled upon a dust-covered photo album. Its pages held frozen moments: her wedding day, Emily's first steps, sunlit vacations, and tucked inside, a faded photo caught her breath. There she was, younger and radiant, standing outside a tiny bakery in Camden, proudly holding a chocolate cake she had baked for her mother's 50th birthday. That memory awakened something deep inside her. That night, long after the house grew silent, Julie found herself awake, scrolling through baking recipes online. She felt a stirring hunger, not for food, but for creating, for rediscovering the part of herself she thought she'd lost. The next morning, she pulled down an old recipe book, its pages worn and stained from years long gone. Her first cake in ages came out imperfect, lopsided, uneven, but its warm, buttery scent filled the kitchen and lifted her spirit. She shared a slice with Mrs. Howard, her next-door neighbor, who responded with delight and encouragement. Inspired, Julie baked more: lemon drizzle, ginger cake, Victoria sponge, and began leaving small packages of her homemade cakes at neighbors' doors. The kindness they showed in return was like sunshine warming a chilly day. Calls came from neighbors, community groups, and soon Julie received invitations to bake for local events. Baking grew from a forgotten hobby into a lifeline, a way for Julie to connect with herself and her community. She woke with purpose, finding joy in flour on her hands and the hum of the oven's warmth. She realized that she had never truly been jobless, only waiting to awaken the talents that had quietly waited inside her all along. Encouraged by this momentum, Julie took a brave step. She applied for a stall at the weekend farmers market in a busy part of London. The thought of facing strangers was terrifying at first, but the excitement of possibility outweighed her doubts. She baked tirelessly, filling her baskets with cakes wrapped like precious gifts. At the market, strangers became customers, customers became friends. A mother bought a lemon drizzle for her child's birthday. An elderly gentleman picked up a ginger cake to share at his club. Curious tourists sought a taste of something homemade and heartfelt. Each sale was a small victory, each smile a spark lighting her confidence brighter. Slowly, Julie's world expanded beyond the kitchen and market stall. She reconnected with Michael, her husband, over shared tea and cake one evening. Speaking for the first time in years about dreams they had set aside. The silence between them softened, and laughter, once lost, returned like a gentle tide. Julie's journey reminds us that beneath ordinary lives lie hidden dreams waiting patiently, ready to bloom. Rediscovery can come at any age, and sometimes the smallest actions, mixing batter, sharing sweetness, spark the greatest transformations. If Julie's story has touched your heart, please give this video a thumbs up and share your own dreams or rediscoveries in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe to Soul Speak Tales for more stories that inspire and speak to your soul. Until next time, I'm Aliana. Keep dreaming, keep creating, and keep speaking your soul.